TGIF, everyone. I guess that's not really a thing anymore. Doesn't have the same excitement as it normally does. Every day is Friday right now, right? So we need a new label of some sort. Every day is Friday. EDF. Every day is Friday. Okay, so if you're watching this and you've been with us all week, you know of our workout series. It's the ultimate beer workout series of how to get a six-pack with a six-pack. And we've been working out this week every day with our Miller Lights. So all you need to do is grab a couple of cans of beer, beverage of your choice. If you don't have it, people have been messaging me and telling me that they have, they're using hand weights. But yesterday, some of them were using like 2-pound weights, and that was a little much. We're using 1 pound or 1 pint of beer in each hand. So join me today, and we're going to play a little drinking game. And it's going to be the last beer standing. Hopefully, you guys won't tap out on this workout because it's a little bit harder than the others have been this week so far. And I haven't even walked through this with Tyler yet. So this is going to be a wonderful experience for you guys to observe and for him to participate in. Okay, awesome. So go ahead. We're going to start laying down. That's awesome. So we have our 3 cans each. That way we have a full 6-pack between all of us. And if you missed any of our other videos, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel. The link is in my description. And you'll be able to see all of the other videos for the beer workout series, as well as other ones that we have done so far, and additional bonus content that you're not getting on Facebook. All right, so here's what you're going to do. So you're going to take 2 cans of beer. Have the cans kind of tilted to the side. You can also use soup cans. I've done it with soup cans, soda cans, whatever, but we're using our Miller Lights, our 1 pint of them. And you're going to place them down onto the floor underneath your feet. So mine are going to be really cold, so I'm kind of working up the excitement and energy to put my feet on these cold cans of beer. I want you to be able to see my feet, so I keep moving that beer out of the way. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to lay down onto the floor. Woo! I wish I had 2 more cans, but that's okay. Wow, this is cold. All right, so from here, if I had 2 more cans, do we have any more in there?
Yeah, we got 2 more.
Oh yeah, grab me. Do you have 2 more in there? All right, so we're gonna do 4 cans each. This is Friday, right? So we're gonna use 4 cans each. Do you have enough? Yep. Oh, you need 2 more. Here, now you got 2. Yeah, so we have 4 cans each. This is an 8-pack. All right, you're gonna lay down. Hold these in your hands here. You drank one. It is a 9-pack. All right, so from here, you're going to lift your hips up from there. So for those of you who need more stability, just keep your heels down on the floor. For those of you who want to challenge yourself more, position your feet all the way on top so the heel's not touching the floor. Either one is fine. Oh, it's cold. Lift your hips up. Don't leave too soon because you're going to miss out. And then lower down from there. For right now, just lift your hips up towards the ceiling. I'm just holding these other cans of beer in my hand right now. And lower down. Who can chug 4 cans of beer in this next 20 minutes? That's going to be the challenge, right? You can. Awesome. So lift back up from here. Awesome. Now, this time you're going to take your hands, and as your hips lower, you're going to lift your arms to the ceiling. Then you're going to lower the arms down as you lift your hips. And then lower the hips and lift the arms. So Tyler, lift your hips up when your arms are up. Yep, so here. So your arms are lifted, your hips are down. Sorry, my bad. Hips are down. Now arms go down, hips lift. You're just changing the position. And lower down. Why are these so incredible for your abdominal area? You might not necessarily feel it there, but what we're doing is we're working in the transverse abdominal section, along with your obliques especially. Those help to keep your rib cage and pelvis stable. Very nice. Now, from here, lift up from there. Hold. Now take 1 foot and roll it away, and then pull that leg back in. Do the same leg again 2 more times. And come back in. And 1 more. Yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Go ahead and lower your hips down. We're using 4 cans each. So you need to go and buy a 9-pack of Miller Lite. You have 1 that you can drink beforehand. Lift your hips up, roll the other foot away 3 times. This is your more advanced workout. If you have been with us all week, you'll see that we've been progressively getting harder each time. Lower back down. Now, you're going to lift back up again, roll 1 leg away, roll it in 3 times. 3, 2, we're working into your glutes and your hamstrings right here. 1, lower your hips. But now, today, this is our advanced workout, our advanced 6-pack with a 6-pack workout. And we're going to see who taps out. How long can you stay? Can you stick with this whole workout today? Lower down from there. All right, so now, keep your hips down for a second because we have to get some coordination into this. What's going to happen is I'm going to reach one leg out, so roll one leg away, but at the same time, I'm going to lift one hand. Then I'm going to lower that hand and pull that leg in. Do that again. This is what we're going to do with our hips lifted. I'm giving you the time right now to coordinate that movement. Very nice. All right, you ready to go? Yep. We're going to lift our hips. If you needed to keep your hips down, you totally could, but you're going to lift your hips here. Now, you're going to roll the leg away as your arm lifts, and then you're going to lower the arm as you roll the ball in. The ball, the beer. See, I had a slight twist of my words there. Roll away and come in. Let's do one more on this side. Where are we feeling it? We're feeling it in the glute on the opposite side of the body, right? Lower down. Now, let's go to the other side, but we need the coordination first or it's not going to work well. So just roll the leg away and lift the arm and then lower down. Now, this is going to be fun once you start taking a couple of sips of beer. So if you're at home, thinking that you're probably not driving, every time we rest, you take a sip of beer. Or if you tap out of any move, that's the game. If you tap out of the move, Tyler, this is for you. If you tap out of the move at any point and you stop before I do, you have to take a sip of beer. All right? It's like beer pong, but beer Pilates. All right, lift your hips up. So take one leg, roll it away. Oh, other leg, sorry. Leg rolls away, arm lifts. We have to go to the opposite side than we did before. And come back in, dropping the arm, rolling the ball back in, the beer back in. Come back down. See, I use this workout a lot with balls, but like we did last week, I like to play with the balls. But this week, we're doing the beer. Roll down from here. Let's go back up and do another set on each side. So lift your hips up, opposite leg, opposite arm, and come in 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. Switch sides. 3, 2, and 1, and lower back down. All right, here's a bonus for you. Roll the beers closer to your body just ever so slightly so your heels are completely off the floor. All right? This is your challenge. Lift your hips up so your heels are not touching. You got it? Now from there, roll the legs away slightly and pull them back until you go onto your toes. So you roll away, heels to the beer, and then toes to the beer. Wow, I feel my hamstrings. You feel your hamstrings? Come in. One more. Oh my gosh, I'm about to cramp up. Come in, lower down. Oh, reach your leg to the ceiling just to stretch it out. I know I needed to. How did that work for you, Tyler?
That was good.
that was, he said it was easy. All right, well, let's thumbs up if you want to see him do it again. All right, he's not going to tap out. Apparently, you don't really feel like drinking today. No. All right, so your foot is all the way on top of the can of beer. Lift your hips up. All right, you ready? You're going to roll away until it hits the heels, and then you're going to come back in until it hits the balls of your feet and your toes. Lift your heels as high as you can. Roll away. So you're flexing your feet here. Then you're going to the top of the toes. Don't let your hips fall down. Tyler, I'm watching you. Roll away. Come back in. One more. Roll away. Come back in. Lower down. From there, reach one leg at a time up. You guys hanging in there with me? Then reach the other leg up. This was awesome. So if you don't have access to a gym right now, which most of us don't unless you have it in your home, the moves that we just did there are phenomenal for flattening the abs, strengthening the glutes, strengthening the inner thighs, outer thighs, and especially the hamstrings. Right? So it takes the place of the hamstring curl machine if you're used to doing that at the gym. All right, moving on. You ready to give your legs a little bit of rest? All right, so now from here, I've got these cans of beer right here. So all I'm going to do from there is I'm going to simply just lift my head and shoulders up and scoot the beer down towards my feet. And then lower down. Tyler's thinking, Cindy, this one, super easy compared to what we just did. I know it is. And lower down, but don't worry. I will get harder. Those of you who've worked out with me in person and live before always know that even though it looks easy, it rarely is. In fact, it never is. All right, so now what's going to happen is you're going to lift up from here and roll one leg away. Let it come down to the ankle if you have to. Then bring it back in and stay lifted. Same leg again. I got to roll it away a little bit further. I was too close with it. And then come back in. You're holding that abdominal crunch up. 2 more, and then 1 more. And other side, stay lifted, roll out, because Tyler wants it to be hard today. That's what he said. He just doesn't want to drink the beer. I'm waiting for him to tap out. You're going to tap out. Look, you don't have blue hair today. No. He's changing it every day. Good. Are you going to do purple? Lower the head down. All right. Let's make this a little bit more challenging. You're going to take the beer in your hands and hold them straight towards the ceiling as we alternate the legs. So you're going to lift the arms up, lift your head and shoulders up, hold, and then reach one leg away and come back in. Reach the other leg away and come back in. Switch again. 4. It's going to get harder. 3. Don't you worry. 2. 1 more. And then I'll give you a little bit of a break. Good. And then lower back down. You feeling your abs on that?
Yep, I am.
Isn't that funny how you can just keep your feet down on the floor or on the beer and you can work your abs? What that's doing is the beer is allowing your legs to move in a fluid pattern, and it prevents you from over firing into your hip flexors when you're doing that ab work. A lot of times when our legs are lifted, our hip flexors take over, which is our rectus femoris, our quad. The rectus femoris thinks it's part of the rectus abdominals and it overpowers for them. It has to work, but I don't want it overpowering because I don't want flat legs. I want flat abs, right? All right, so now, here's where we're going to go. We're going to make this a little bit more challenging. You're going to lift your head and shoulders up and bring your arms here. Then you're going to reach one leg out, and on that opposite side, you're going to bring that arm towards the ceiling. All right? Then you're going to bring that arm and that leg back together. All right? So the leg that's going straight, that beer stays straight forward. The opposite arm reaches back. And then you come back in. Let's do 3 more on this side. So we're doing a total of what, 5 on each side? I think. 2 more reach. And you will feel this more on the side the arm is going. Very nice. Stay lifted. Other hand holds the beer next to the leg, but that leg goes straight. The other arm comes up for 5. And it comes back in. Keep your body lifted. So pull your ribs down your pelvis. 4. Reach back. Inhale through your nose. 3. Make sure you're breathing. 2. You can take a swig of beer if you want to. Or if you tapped out already, that's your cue to take a swig and then lower back down. How'd you do on that?
Good. Can I pause it? No.
Can you pause it? No, you have to take a swig. Pop the top and drink. All right. See? Lift up. We're going to do that again. So now we're going to take the one leg, bring it forward, opposite arm goes back. Now, here's the challenge. We're going to swap. One arm for the opposite leg. Keep yourself lifted. Pull the ribs down towards the pelvis as you try to make sure your upper body doesn't lower back down. 5 more. 5. And we're going to do 4 more. 4. Wow, I'm feeling that. And then 3 as we alternate. You guys having fun with this? 2, we're trying to see if we can get Tyler to tap out. 1 more here. Very good. And lower down. All right, we've got 1 more aspect to that move, and we're going to add a rotation into it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be lifted up, right? And one leg is out, and the opposite arm is up. But the arm that stays forward now has to come over more towards the opposite knee. All right, that's the challenge that you have. Okay. You ready for that, guys? All right, these are your killer obliques. We need these for your 6-pack. We got to get obliques, transverse abdominals, rectus abdominals, and pelvic floor and adductors if we really want that 6-pack. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift the head and shoulders up. One hand is on your leg. That leg goes forward. The other hand comes up. But the leg that's going forward, that arm is now going to reach towards, trying to get that beer on top of the other knee. That's your goal. So you can pull that knee in more if you need to. Then you're going to come back in, lower down for a minute. Did you feel your obliques already? Let's go and do that on the other side, and then we're going to alternate from one side to the next. So you're going to lift yourself up, Straighten the opposite leg. The other arm comes up. Now, the arm that's straight in front of you comes towards the opposite knee. So you've got to lift your body slightly more to reach to the top of that knee. Good. Then come back in and down. Your obliques, if you don't know where they are, they're the muscles that start at your ribcage on the side and kind of wrap diagonally down towards your pelvis. That's what we're after. So when you're doing this, you're going to feel more on one side versus the other, right? Okay, you ready for the challenge?
Ready.
All right, you're going to lift yourself up from here. Reach one leg out, the other arm up. Now we're going to alternate from one side to the next, but we're going to take this beer, lift higher to bring it to the opposite knee. Hold. Now swap the positions. Lift higher to opposite knee. Swap again. Very good. Swap. Awesome. Are you guys still with me? Hang in there. These are hard. We're seeing how far Tyler can go. Let's see if you can tap out at any point in time you want to. 4 more. So there's 4 right here. Then 3. And then 2. Make sure you try to get that beer to the top of the knee. 2 more on each side. There's 2. I know my counting is off. 1 more. We're not done yet. 1. And lower down. Wow, Tyler, you didn't tap out. He's about ready to pass out right now, but that's okay. All right, you guys hanging in there with me? Awesome. Now, what we're going to do from here is we're going to do a really special move. We're going to sit here just like this, beer in hand. And we're going to, you got to bend your knees though. All right, you're going to drop your chin towards your chest, and as you roll, you're going to roll yourself up by pushing the beer away from you until you're sitting up. See, I told you guys I was going to try to get them to tap out. That's my challenge. I'm going to move forward a little bit more so that they can see you struggling. Trust me, you'll want to see this. This is fun. All right. It's interesting. The beer under my feet is warming up, but the beer in my hands is staying cold. I must have cold hands. Warm heart, cold hands. All right, so let's roll back down, okay? Now, this is leading up to something better. All right, and more challenging like everything else. So from here, you're gonna lift the arms up, drop your chin towards your chest. You're gonna roll the beer away as you roll yourself to come up to sitting. Roll, that's it, good. And then go back down. So we're sitting up, right? You didn't notice sitting up is hard work, right?
I didn't know that.
All right, so from here, we're gonna actually use our arms this time. So as you roll up, you're gonna bring your arms to the ceiling. Drop your chin towards your, not before. It's okay. I know, I run the risk of you jumping ahead of me. Okay, from here, you're gonna roll yourself up and bring the arms up as you go. So you're sitting up tall at the end. Go, Tyler, go, yes. Bring the arms up and then roll all the way back down. Let's do 4 more. All right, inhale through your nose here. Exhale, roll and sit up. This is leading. If you guys have ever done Pilates type work before, this is a variation off of a teaser exercise, or otherwise in fitness, we know it as a V-sit. But trust me, this is harder than probably what you've done normally when you do a V-sit. You don't have to do that. Was that 3 more now? Maybe 3. Has Tyler tapped out on me yet? Has he tapped out on you guys? No, he's still going. See, just doing this for 3 weeks makes a difference, doesn't it? 2. 1 more here. Rolling all the way up, stay up. Very good, bring your beer down. All right, moving forward. All right, choose which beer is coldest. And you're gonna take that and put it between your legs. If you want, you can pop the top of it. It creates a greater challenge. You're gonna pop the top. No, go, I wanna see Tyler do it. You won't. All right, you could pop the top of this if you wanted to. We're gonna roll like a ball. So we've done this before. Again, whenever you place something between your legs, guess what happens? It triggers the activation of your inner thighs or your adductors. It's the same thing, right? Adductors means your inner thighs. And when that happens, it allows your pelvic floor muscles to engage, and therefore the flattening of your abs up into your transverse abdominals. But without that there, a lot of times the adductors, I know mine are lazy, they don't kick on. But we're gonna kick them on by holding that beer here. Then you're going to roll back and take a balanced position, all right? Can you see where I want Tyler to go with this? You're gonna roll back. Try to bring that beer towards your mouth and then roll back up. Good. We'll roll back again. So if any of you are brave enough for this challenge of taking that beer, bringing it to your mouth, and drowning yourself in the sip of the chug of that beer, I want to see your video because I applaud you. It's really hard because you got to get a lot of flexion in here, into that spine. Oh my gosh, Tyler, you're impressing me. You're doing these balls so much better than just 2 weeks ago. Wow, good. Try 3 more, rolling back, really trying to get that beer as close to your face as you can. 2, see, I don't have to tell you to bring your knees to your face. 1 more. I just tell you to bring the beer and then you all listen. You guys are so awesome. That's your workout for today. That's your ultimate beer 6-pack for a 6-pack. Get a 6-pack with a 6-pack workout for your everyday. It's Friday day. Join me tomorrow as I show you how to use a beer to stretch and to massage. So if you've never massaged with a beer before, it's a beer massage. All right, guys, thank you so very much. See you later. Bye.